Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Sup, guys?
Hello.
Holy shit, where are we?
Holy shit, we are at the Durty Bull Brewing Company in Durham, North Carolina. I realized yesterday that it was probably Durty D-U-R because we're in fucking Durham.
Yeah.
So I'm a big dumb dummy.
No, we both were, because we were like, dirty. Like,
Dirty.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah, you
let's get
dirty.
Weird. And then she was like, oh, Durham. I was like, wow, we dumb.
Wow, the amount of times that happens is insane. Speaking of being dumb.
Well, we started recording this episode, but it also didn't ever start recording. So.
We got to the 8th beer.
Yeah, so we were pretty close to being done, and then a beeping started.
And we thought it was like an intruder or some type of like pressurizing issue. No, no.
Like, will it blow up?
The internet went out and it went beep, 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 beep.
And you're like, okay, cool. So anyway, they took care of that, and then I realized we weren't recording, so we are gonna start over. But you know what? Second time, second's the best, right? First is the worst, second's the best.
Third is the one with the hairy chest.
Oh, I always said treasure chest.
Oh, we
Ooh.
said hairy chest because it means you're dumb. If
Also-
you're third, you're dumb.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, my name's Mel Fox.
Shut up.
My favorite trick. No, I'm Alicia Valenski.
And I am Mel Fox.
And this is We'll Take the Lot with Work for Your Beer. What's work for your beer, Mel?
Oh man, we are a group of people who like to work out and drink, but specifically we're a directory for all the places you can work out, drink, make friends, and we like to travel. So we do a lot of these fun travel guides, and this weekend we're in Durham. It's so cute.
It's
we
adorable.
love it.
Yeah, we're big fans. There's so much beer, and we are staying at the cutest
That's so
hotel,
cute.
21C Museum Hotel in Durham. Their mascot is a penguin, which I love. They've got 9 locations, so they're in Chicago, Louisville, all these other places, and it's primarily a museum.
Yes,
but also a hotel.
and a restaurant.
And a restaurant. And so, honestly, the art exhibit, The Future is Female, that they have right now, we were walking through and we didn't want to leave because
Yeah.
everything is so phenomenal. So,
Yeah,
very excited.
We are in a good spot this weekend.
And they do, in non-COVID times, not just at the Durham location, but at all their locations, they do yoga in the art galleries.
How cool.
Which I think is so fucking cool. So, yeah, anyway, here we are.
We're gonna kick off with a lager, which is our favorite thing to kick off with.
And now I'm gonna say all the same jokes I said the first time.
Yeah. I'm gonna laugh the same way I did the first time.
For sure.
So,
We could have pretended that we didn't already do this, but we don't like to lie to you guys.
We are transparent.
We are
and
authentic.
in this podcast.
We are genuine. God damn it, every time. All right, so here's the thing. We always say when we drink a lager, it's a beer-flavored beer. Beer-flavored beer. You've heard us chant this many a time, many moons ago, and as of late. I don't know why I started talking like we were in a Dickens novel.
Oh, Shantae.
'Twas a fortnight ago. Okay. Anyway, this says in beautiful script on their lager, beer-flavored beer. So now all we need is for someone to make one called Lager, I Hardly Know Her. And that'll be all of our catchphrases.
Great. Someone do that for us, please.
Please, I would love it. So we're gonna begin with a classic lager here. And my guess is, and this is just an educated guess as a, talented cicerone, it's gonna taste like a beer-flavored beer.
Crazy, right? There's a lot of times where I'm like, this just tastes like a beer. And sometimes you just want that.
Sometimes you're fucking right, also.
This is a good lager. It's got like a little bit of sweetness to it, You know what I'm saying? Is that what we're doing now?
Yes. Different
so-
taste.
it's
It
so
tastes
good.
on a different part of your tongue, It's a whole thing. It's definitely not so that we can get weird fetish people in here for long tongues.
We do have long tongues.
We do.
I like that
Okay.
beer. That's a good one.
I'm a
Classic.
big fan.
Classic.
If you're just chilling and you want to have a beer-flavored beer but not drink domestic bullshit, this
That's
is the one.
That's for
Ready?
you. Oh, no. We just talked about throwing up on the last one.
I wish we wouldn't, but I did just get a little film, I'm not gonna lie to you, because we already drank 8 fucking beers, then we had to start over.
So, and don't worry, we didn't start over because of the beeping. We started over because I didn't hit record
But the
properly on
beeping
camera.
actually saved us because the
Saved us.
beeping let us know that we should check the camera and it wasn't rolling.
And then, so we're on round 2 here.
Yes.
We're having a time.
We are.
We're normally more professional than this.
Absolutely.
We were joking though that I can't throw up like as a human. Like I don't know the last time I threw up was on my 23rd birthday when Alan bought me 9 Jaeger bomb shots and I threw up on his legs.
I almost said you haven't thrown up. You haven't thrown up
since 2013. No, I don't. My body doesn't like to do it. And so I was like feeling like I probably should the morning after a very drunken night last weekend. And I'm sitting around the toilet bowl, like hugging it, you know, as you do. And I was like, come on, body. And I'm like, and I'm like, oh no, I don't think I can do it. And then I just go, like maniacal laugh because I think the situation is so ridiculous of me being like, come on, you can do it. And my body just being like, I want to, but my head is like, no, 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 no.
Oh my God, you actual psychopath.
I'm a psycho.
I don't remember. No, I do. I was in Charleston, here.
The last time you threw up?
Yes, I was in Charleston, with Whitney, Neil, and Andrew, and we went to a place where it was bottomless wine for like $11. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get my money's worth. And I did, but then I threw everything
Threw it
out.
all up,
because you
so.
can't drink that much wine. I was chugging wine like it was PBR.
Throw it back.
Ooh, it was heavy. That was
I don't
heavy
know,
stuff.
I feel like a bottle, I'm like,
A bottle I can
have a
do.
bottle.
I must have had like 2 because I don't remember. I like blacked out.
Yeah, that's the worst.
The last time I blacked out. And I woke up being like, my mouth tastes like a graveyard.
Yeah, sometimes I think like, I'm 30. Why am I still drinking too much and then laying on a deflated air mattress like that's an okay thing for a 30-year-old
When
to
did
do?
that happen?
That was last week. That was the 2 drunk night.
You had to sleep on an air mattress?
Yeah, we had an air mattress bed. And every time we moved, it was like, you know those
The
kinds?
worst, yeah.
But yeah, I was like, hey, I'm going to bed, but it wasn't blown up, so I just laid directly on top of it.
Oh my God.
Alan's like, God damn it, Mel. Pull it together.
Classic. At least you didn't black out, make yourself a cheese quesadilla.
That's honestly living my best life, I think.
That's a very fair point.
We are doing Sippy Cup, and they have a couple of these types. And we said, what's the Sippy Cup mean?
So I think my guess is that Sippy Cup is because a wheat beer is usually how you would wean into beer if you're not someone who likes the taste of beer. So to me, it's like, oh, be a baby.
And you want to have a little Sippy Cup.
Sippy Cup of
And then you want to try the wheat beer.
You want a juice? You want a juice and no
So
hops?
this one was mango and tangerine, and the next one is blueberry lemon. So they're both Sippy Cup variations.
This one is delightful. It honestly tastes like you took one of the IPAs that we drink with mango and citrus flavors, but just took all the hops out of it.
I love tangerine, too.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
We don't talk tangerines up enough on this
Podcast. I recently bought tangerine essential oil because I read somewhere that it's a little bit more energizing than orange, which I already have. And I got it and I was like, wow, weirdly it like smells juicier. Like I would have had no idea.
interesting.
But that with peppermint,
Yeah.
it's like very invigorating.
I have to burp.
Don't.
Oh, no.
Don't. Oh my God.
Hey, where are our burp fetish people at?
Yeah, let's hear
This
it.
is just a new thing for us.
Next up is another Sippy Cup, and this one is blueberry lemon wheat ale. So again, one that weans you in a little bit by tasting like fucking juice.
This one tastes like, you know, you ever like
What are you gonna say?
pull the skin off of the blueberry with your teeth?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
I'm a normal person.
it reminds me of a blueberry without skin.
It reminds me of a very squishy blueberry. So like one of the real ripe ones.
They have been making massive blueberries these days. Have you
They.
seen how big the blueberries
The
are?
amorphous they have been like, you know what? Let's make all the fruits bigger.
I went to Trader Joe's the other day and their blueberries were like this big.
Fucking crazy.
I was like,
we got
what in the fuck?
We got a cheese board from RVA Cheese Girl, which
Yeah.
even if you're not in Richmond, you should follow her for like cheese board inspo.
pleasure.
It's like porn to
Yeah,
me. Genuinely
for
look at it,
sure.
I'm like, oh my God. So we got a cheese board for Andrew's birthday and the blueberries she put on it, I picked it up and was like, it's like the size of a quarter.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Blueberries are huge. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm anxious and paranoid that it's not recording again, I'm just gonna check just to make sure.
Great.
Just like a quick, brief looky look.
While Mel's doing that, in case it is recording, I'm gonna say it tastes like some berry delicious beer.
Oh, you're so cute.
Oh my God, thank you.
We did it.
We did
It's
it.
recording.
Do we know how much time is left?
No, I didn't
Oh,
check that much.
sure,
but
sure.
I think we can get through 10 beers in the allotted time frame we have. Don't
Challenge
you?
accepted.
All right, we're on number 4.
Number 4, what is it?
North and Broadway IPA.
Do you want to explain why it's called that after you burp?
It's because that's where we're at. The intersection of North and Broadway.
Ooh, that's very tasty. I like that it tastes relatively bitter as compared to, spoilers, some of the double IPAs that
I
we're gonna
have
drink.
foamy burps right now too.
It's because we've had a lot of fucking beer already.
Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. It's a little on the hoppy side, but it's not quite as dank as anything West Coast. It's definitely New England.
It's so good.
It's super juicy, but it's got that bitterness to balance it out. That is a fucking good IPA.
Do you guys ever?
Oh, it's right there.
Oh. I thought it was a bug.
How?
You're-
Oh, it's right there.
You acted like it might be a bug.
I don't think that I did. You guys tell me if I acted like there was a bug. I acted like you act when there's a bug, which is to go, no!
It scared
No.
me.
It's right
Okay,
here.
here it is.
This is a kid. Here it is. Look how pretty.
Oh boy. Whoo.
Wowza. Oh, look, it has the map. You know what? I should bring this home to
Oh.
Andrew. He likes maps.
He does. That's his kind of his thing.
That is
you know?
his thing. He likes maps, beer, and boobies. Ooh, actually, that's not true. He's a butt guy.
You know.
If we had a brewery, our beers would have the best names. I would want a
Correct.
butt guy IPA.
Oh my god, should we open a brewery together?
Hey, someone who can make beer, come make our beer.
Yeah.
We can figure it out.
Well, I bet Andrew and Alan can figure it out. They
No,
would be the chemists.
I want to have a lady brewer.
Okay. Of us, but then we have to do all the marketing and all the business part too. That's a lot.
No,
of
I want to
effort.
hire a lady brewer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, great.
All right, cool. Number
We'll put together a business
5,
plan.
a very special episode, Hazy IPA. The issue with Alicia and I,
Can you touch my face and tell me how warm it is?
it is very warm.
Okay.
Are you warm in here? Do you want to take your jacket off?
No.
Okay.
I'm getting drunk. Is the problem.
Well, listen, your therapy session today is going to be
Oh, shit! I have therapy after this. Oh,
at
God.
4. At 4, it's 2:54. You have time. You have approximately
I'll
30
just be
minutes
more
to sober
open.
up after all of those. Okay,
Inhibitions.
All right.
That one's more bitter. I would say that's more my taste of an IPA than yours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mel liked the one before because it ended sweet. This one ends dry and bitter.
Yeah.
Wow, I really like
It's not bad. It's just it leaves the aftertaste on your tongue and then it lingers.
Here's the problem.
Ooh,
we
a beeping
specifically
just started in my ear, but I don't think it's that.
There was a truck. There was
Cool,
a
cool,
truck.
cool.
I heard it too.
No, it's like oh, now it's gone. You're right.
Yep. I'm like, I got you.
That was that beeping. There was like a whoop here.
Mel's brain's broken.
Yeah. Well, your ears are broken too, so we're just not.
Honestly, yeah, my ears are also broken. Well, okay, what I was gonna say is we usually only try to do 2, we'll take the lots in a day because we get too drunk otherwise, but having to stop at number 8 and then restart, we're essentially
Yeah.
at the place we would be at a third, we'll take
And
the lot.
we're doing 3 tomorrow because I was like, oh, Cloud Brewing, I want to do them too. And we're here, so may as well.
And we're queer and get used to it.
All right, so number 6, my friends call me Whiskers, Hazy IPA. Oh, that one's so good. That one tastes like juice. That's my only thing with IPAs
It
that I like.
tastes like fucking peach
Tastes
rings.
like juice. Oh, remember we decided in the last episode of this exact filming that we were gonna say, we've talked about the fact that like double IPAs to us when we were first starting in our beer journey always felt really intimidating because we were like, oh, it's double
Yes.
the like bitterness.
Yeah, if you're like,
But-
I'm scared of IPAs, a double IPA is like, no, that's even worse.
But that's not how it works. Like double IPAs are often more smooth.
Yeah, like think about what we just did. This was an IPA and you were like, ugh, it ends kind of bitter. This is so much juicier, so much
Yep.
more like smooth on the palate, I would say.
And this one's a hazy. So this one
was it hazy?
is also a hazy, but I feel like it's less. It's got to be a different hop that I don't like in this one, right?
I mean, it could either be the hop or it could be just like the way that they finished it, or depending when they added the hops.
So
or...
this one, if you look, looks hazier, right? Look at the coloring. Mm-hmm. So, and then this next one, number 7, is an actual DIPA. So we went from like hazy, but not as hazy, to a hazier, now to a DIPA, and we're gonna see like a very stark difference between these two, I think.
So excited.
So yeah, we were saying we have to do an educational series of like what an IPA is versus double versus a triple, because triple IPAs are actually what made me start to like them.
Honest to God, this tastes like straight juice with like a little creaminess. So I think the thing that's really interesting is if you're a person who likes like a wheat beer, say you're on the Sippy Cup, as crazy as it sounds, you should probably try to go from that to a triple or double IPA because it's gonna have that same juice, fruity factor. It's gonna be a lot boozier, obviously, so be careful, tread lightly, but honestly,
this one is $400 jeans, is what this one is.
This one can was $400. No, it's $400 jeans. But I love this design of the jeans with like the patches.
It is cute.
Ugh, so cute.
The thing about their can art is it's all very different.
I was gonna say it's not super cohesive.
Breweries have like one style. They've got like a bunch, and it's based on like the beer itself. Like Sippy Cup is very basic, like a little Sippy Cup would be. Out on the Edge, which we haven't gotten to yet, is like very spacey, and it's interesting to see it go more with the beer versus like the brewery brand.
Which I actually prefer because I do think sometimes it's really hard to figure out what you want if they all just look slightly different. It's like none of this is making a big difference to me. You're right.
Yeah, it just shifted a little bit.
Okay.
Made me nervous.
We're doing great.
You're doing great.
Number 8.
So this one is called Running with Scissors, and it is a cranberry and cinnamon sour.
Honestly, they lead this description off with cranberry sauce is the new pumpkin spice, and I would fucking love for that to be true, because as much as I enjoy pumpkin,
so good.
Cranberry and cinnamon together are an amazing flavor combo.
So good. Also, they have a can of this. Look at this cute little guy.
This is reminding me of the cider that we had from Appalachian Mountain Cider.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the, I'm blanking on the name of it, but I'm picturing
Scarlet
the
Rose?
can. Maybe. Maybe.
I don't remember.
But yes,
it's
I know what
really
you're
good.
talking about.
I love
I love
cinnamon
that
in
one.
anything is the thing. Like, honestly, it doesn't need to have pumpkin or cranberry. As long as there's cinnamon, it feels like fall to me, and I'm happy.
If you're gonna bring a side to Thanksgiving, you could just bring this beer. You know?
That's all I'm saying. We're hosting Andrew's parents for Thanksgiving, and I'm not a cook. So I was really nervous. And then through my day job, someone was like, we're trying to push catering. We can't pay for advertising, but would you take
Food?
catering? And I was like, yes, absolutely.
Bless.
So then I told Linda, Andrew's mom, and she was like, great, now all we have to worry about is the booze. And I was like, yes, we do, Linda.
Yes, Linda.
Bless her. I'm so excited.
Linda.
That broad, she's lovely.
Do you want me to check the time just in case?
I mean, if you would like to.
I'm gonna do it just
I
in
like
case.
that she asked if I wanted her
I
to.
have so much anxiety about the filming process
Yes.
right now. We still have 12. We're still going. Look at, you guys ever just have anxiety?
No, I've never. Tell me what it's like.
It's, well, mine is like the worst case scenario anxiety. I haven't actually talked to my therapist about this yet, but it's like, no, if there's like a chance of something bad happening, I think of it in my head and I think of the worst case scenario.
So what happens in therapy is that she'll probably tell you, I'm gonna call this now, you should switch your what if methodology essentially, so that you think about, instead of what if worst case scenario, what if best case scenario.
Yeah.
And so instead of being like, what if I swerve by accident when I sneeze in traffic and get in an accident,
Yeah.
it's like, what if everything goes perfectly fine?
What if you just drive?
Yeah.
Well, then that's not a what if, that's just I'm driving.
Well, okay, alternatively, what if on Untapped you poop your pants in the video versus what if we get a bajillion views on our workout?
That's fair. I think my stuff is always like, well, what if like I'm riding this bike and then we get in a bike accident, but Pancake's in the back and then Pancake dies?
Yeah.
That's where my brain goes.
Totally.
And I feel like that's a valid thing to be like, is he secure? Am I being safe?
Totally.
And then I realize that it's like going a little beyond,
Right.
but you know, it makes me stay cautious.
Yeah, for sure.
So a little bit of anxiety.
There's
or
a logical
worry is
side of
okay.
it for sure, that you could say it makes sense to worry about this thing.
Yes, but Alan's always like, you have so much anxiety.
I have a lot too. Thankfully,
Calm down, man. I know I do.
Andrew's pretty understanding about it, but I will say my description of what anxiety feels like is, you know, when you're driving and you're behind a car and suddenly they put their brake lights on and you weren't paying attention and suddenly you like have that panic moment and you press on the brake. That's what it feels like, but all the time.
Yep. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Oy.
I feel that.
The worst.
And it's like, and anyway, I'm feeling that now because I was like, ooh, I fucked up on the first time, so now I have to
No.
not fuck up on the rest of the
You
time. So
did-
now I just want to make sure.
Mel, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
Everyone tell Mel how great she is. Because she's the best.
I didn't press the button properly. It's like basic.
Well,
this is what I hate
it's-
about people is like incompetence. And I'm like, that was an incompetent thing I did.
But what you hate about other people is usually what you dislike about yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
Not you, but people. What people dislike about other people is usually what they dislike about themselves.
I I agree with that.
Fun fact.
Hey,
I
welcome
learned in
to
therapy.
Therapy with work for your beer.
No, my therapy's in 50 minutes.
All right, so on that note, we will go to number 9, which is Out on the Edge Footer aged buckwheat sour with pomegranate and vanilla. Holy shit.
This is Out on the
I
Edge.
don't know what to think about a buckwheat sour.
He's a spaceman. Well, so buckwheat's just going to be an alternative grain to use. So I think
It
that
smells
still,
really tart. Smell it.
I think still what you're going to get is more of the sour pomegranate vanilla. I think they probably mentioned buckwheat because it's a unique grain to use, but I don't think it's going to dramatically alter the flavor profile.
Wow, this will shock your tongue.
Uh-oh.
Whew, that one is sour. Yeah, that's a pucker if I ever had one. I can't even pick flavors out when they're that sour though. You know what I mean?
I can taste the vanilla only because once I'm done drinking it, there's a residual sweetness. But I would not be able to pick pomegranate. I don't know. It's sour as fuck with a tiny vanilla aftertaste.
It's not bad. I think
No, not at all. It's good, but it's too sour for my taste.
is
I'm
a
surprised
pop-
it's too sour for you.
Well, here's the thing is like I would drink a pint of that and then be like, I'm not gonna drink another one. But
Yeah.
I like the experience of the pucker. But it's sometimes shocking when you're drinking the variety of things that you're drinking, and you're like, whew, that's a different style.
Right.
Which
No, I'm
is-
with you.
All right.
Speaking of.
Yeah, speaking of, I don't even know how to say this word.
Barrel-aged Kangaroo Quad.
Candaroo. What's a candaroo?
No idea.
Okay.
Fermented with 2 different types of Belgian yeast and Brettanomyces, this beer imparts notes of figs and
Ooh,
dates.
I love figs and dates.
Aged in multiple turned bourbon and red wine barrels for 16 months.
This is gonna be a weird time. It's
Bourbon?
12.8%.
Bourbon and red wine barrels.
So like, did they make wine in it first and then say, now we're gonna make bourbon? Or bourbon first and then make wine and then a beer?
Or did they move the beer from a bourbon barrel into a red wine barrel?
Did you know there is a bourbon that someone makes that they put the barrels on ships and sail it around the world and leave it there so it absorbs the elements of the location it's at? Are you kidding me?
What?
Yes, that's a real thing. And I only know this because our auction we're doing at work, some guy was like, I acquired one of these things. And I was like, oh my God, where has it been? And he's like, I'll send you a picture. And it lists all the places the travel. I was like, I would be the person that's like, let me boat these babies around the world.
Wow, that is the coolest thing I've
Isn't
ever
that
heard.
nuts?
Wild. Dude, I was thinking this as we were going through the art museum earlier. The things that some people think to do that I just would never in my mind be like, let me
No, you
make
should
art
do it.
out of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
I just think it'd be very interesting to be like a day in the life of a barrel, or like not a day in the life, like
That's a barrel?
let's understand the barrel, like the barrel that they're aging stuff in there.
Sure.
Where has it been before? What has it done? What has it made? Because they reuse barrels for everything.
I want Carfax, but for barrels.
Yes, let's do it.
Great.
New business
New
idea.
business. Sorry, guys. We're gonna stop doing this.
This one doesn't smell super like bourbony or anything. So.
Does it smell like figs or dates? So, like sweet ass dark fruit?
Ooh. Whew. That one all.
It smells boozy as shit to me. What the hell are you smelling?
It tastes boozy as well. It didn't smell like straight bourbon to me though.
No, it smells. It smells more like red wine and figs to me, and it tastes
I love
like.
a good fig.
I don't think I would have picked out bourbon if we didn't read that description. I would have thought red wine and figs. I don't know that I taste the bourbon directly or the dates, but let me do
Dates
a
and
second
figs are
suckle.
so similar though. I feel like.
I love going on figs with people. Going on dates. Mel, you look so confused. It's always a dad joke. Just think about the dumbest joke I can make, and then that's exactly what it is.
I introduced my friend to figs the other day. She never had a fig before, but she's also from Montana.
In fairness, I've never eaten a fig.
What?
No, I've eaten a fig Newton.
Figs they do we did a fig flatbread. So they sliced it real thin and put it on. Ooh, it's good. Ooh, girl. let's get
She's
some
from
figs.
Montana. Nah,
Let's get
man.
you some. Well, you're from central Pennsylvania, so.
So are you, but the other
I'm not
way.
from central. We western PA in this
We're
bitch.
Central Eastern.
Though I will say, I don't know the first time I ate like a fig. It was probably after
Newtons,
college.
right?
Yeah. Well, do those count?
No.
They taste like butts. Fig Newtons?
Andrew loves fig Newtons.
Hot take.
You know what? I actually also love Fig Newtons because they were
They're
always
so dry.
no.
Yes, they are.
They were always at my grandparents' house, so now I buy the off-brand from Trader Joe's. But
All right.
wait, I have a side note to point out. I was thinking on our drive here how weird it is that there are so many brands of different things that we get, and how much easier it would be if it was like, this is milk.
Yeah,
Like-
everything should be unbranded.
It would be so great. But then I was
But
thinking,
then you don't have businesses.
right, but I was thinking how wild it is that we go to, that's a Luna hair for sure. I was thinking how wild it is that we go to Trader Joe's and theirs is all Trader Joe's brand and we have no issue. It's like, oh, that's the 2% milk? Great.
Yeah.
And like how cool that is. So I'd rather go to a specific store that I know I trust the brand than go to like a Publix or a Kroger or whatever and have to choose between without
Multiple
necessarily
brands.
knowing.
But they have their own brands too. Like the grocery store is like, here are all these other
But-
brands, but here's our generic brand.
But how
they're all
weird.
the same. They're all the same.
But how weird that I would go and be like, I don't know, Kroger brand mac and cheese or Kraft. I'll buy Kraft. So like it's all just like very classist bullshit. I'm not promoting communism, but I feel like there's a solution here. is all I'm saying.
I feel like I always buy the off-brand because I'm always like, it's like literally you can't tell the difference. It's just that they package something prettier.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
That was my tangent for today.
Black is beautiful.
Yes, it fucking is!
Imperial
Black Lives
Chai
Matter.
Stout.
Maybe we can link
So-
our Black Breweries thing in the...
Yes. We'll link an article that we wrote about all of the black breweries across the United States, black-owned breweries.
Black-owned breweries, yep.
So this one is a collab with Weathered Souls, and it starts with
Well,
their
Weathered Souls
base
is the one that did the
stout.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they boiled it for 19 hours for a super creamy and thick body, added lactose,
Love lactose.
and a chai blend from their friends at Jeddah's? Jeddah's?
Do you see what I just did?
Jeddah's Tea. Oh, it's okay. How do you think you say that word?
Jeddah's.
Jeddah's Tea in Durham to mimic a chai latte.
I fucking love this.
Love that. So the thing about like the Black is Beautiful trend, obviously every single brewery used the base and then could change or elaborate or tweak it to their liking. A lot of people just said, we're just gonna brew the exact same thing. Love that they did a chai version, because I haven't had a chai version yet. We've had a lot of these too.
We have had a lot of these. And it's so cool that
Oh, it
despite...
smells like chai.
I know.
Ooh.
And it's so cool to me that despite all the labels being the same, there are such differences inside, which like, hello. Entire point.
Yeah.
The variations within blackness and what it means.
Dang,
and
that's good.
God, it's fucking great. We have been getting back into our porter and stout game.
It's time.
So this is really helpful.
It's time. We're porter and stout gals now. Y'all.
All right,
Ooh,
what's
yeah.
our fave, dude?
Oh man. Okay.
Mine's still this double IPA.
Double?
I'm sorry, but that cranberry sour was
I
pretty
know
close.
that might be mine. I'm trying to look through the. I think that one is mine. This one is very good. We're gonna get a 4-pack to go and split it, right?
Hell yes, we are.
The way Alicia and I work when we go to breweries, we're like, all right, we're gonna get 2 4-packs, and then we're gonna split it, and then you get 2, and I get 2.
Well, so I'm also gonna get that IPA because it has maps on it. That'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
my gift for Andrew.
Smart.
Even though he doesn't like IPAs as much as I do.
Smart.
Let's do this time Nazdravi.
Nazdravi. Sounds like Game of Thrones. Oh yeah.
Did I just toss back a 9% or something?
10. Therapy's gonna be great. You're gonna
Amy,
do great.
I'm so excited. Actually, no, I specifically asked her not to follow anything that we do on social media because that's why I left my last therapist.
Oh really? She
I-
followed you?
I
Is
didn't-
like weird about it?
Well,
Or
no, I didn't tell her that I had started working the Richmond Experience, and she congratulated me on getting the job, and I was like,
Oh, you followed
I'm
me.
uncomfortable.
Oh, that's weird, isn't that?
That's why I left. And so I found a new therapist and I'm going through with her. And I had said, like, this is my job and this is my job. Do you follow either of them? And she said no. So, like, thankfully. Separation of church
Do you
and
think
state.
it would help though if they were like, oh, when we see your interactions
No.
or blah blah blah? Or...
Because I want to come in and have it be parsed from what we
That's
have
fair.
our separate interactions.
All right.
It's
Tell us
the same-
about your therapy experiences,
Yeah,
guys.
please. I wish you would.
Also, we had a debate here that I was blanking on. That I was like, we have to do this in the comments, but I don't remember what it was now.
Well,
Damn.
could be absolutely anything.
I'll find it while I'm going through, and I'll be like, that's the debate.
Okay,
Great.
great.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Work out, drink beer, make friends.
Do the things.